fantastic evening tonight. It's going to be a good one. Got our second round here for the UCRS Phil's Towing Truck Series playoffs. Here tonight. It should be a good one. It's a pretty fun track. See how these guys are able to handle this one. Loose up top. Save those tires up there. These guys are how's everybody doing tonight? Getting warmer. The weather's getting nicer. More racing coming around. Going out to everybody's big plans. Everybody got any big plans coming up for some racing? Obviously, you've got the Indy 500 coming up. I'll be there, no doubt about it. Anybody else catching anything in here?
Down to the river, I have held the devil's hand, in my own sin, burdened by the harmony. Down to the river. Down to the river. Oh, bury me, carry me. Oh, far beneath. Oh, fire and water me. Going down deep. Say, oh, bury me, carry me. Oh, far beneath. Oh, fire and water me. Watching me clean, kerosene creek. Mama taught me how to live, Daddy taught me how to give. Both of them had their own sins. Down to the river, every man has felt the shame. All our blood, it runs the same. Father, hear us as we pray. Down to the river, down to the river. Sing, oh, bury me, carry me.
Qualifying hitting the boards here. He's gonna get himself to the tippy top of the cream of the crop. It won't stop. Let's see if he's able. Can Randy Cornwell do it? You hear me, Cornwell? You hear me, Cornwell?
Oh, bury me, carry me. Oh, far beneath. Oh, fire and water me. Going down deep. Sing, oh, bury me, carry me. Oh, far beneath. Oh, fire and water me. Watching me think, Brown hair flowing in the wind, speeding down that two-lane street. Beautiful thing I'd ever seen. When I finally got your name.
Ross Tatum on top of the board. Jonathan Woods, Ryan Stillwell, Christopher Wade, and KT McCann at the moment. Rounding out the top 5.
Friday night after the game, you blew, I stole my heart away.
Come on, Cornwell, come on.
Said we were too young to know that we need to see the world.
Oh, TG, Taylor Gentry.
Was not bigger than my dream. Won't you come and make your own with me? And I'm feeling like every single part of me is beating. My chest, my bones, my mind. Now I'm dreaming with every breath I breathe. Would you come and make your own with me? Would you come and make your
Scott Rickard on top of the board now. Tatum moves to second. Kyle McCoy taking Dano in the Sugar Pack. Aaron fourth in the 5th place. Somehow Karen Westwood lining it up.
like every single part of me is beating. My chest, my bones, my mind. Now I'm dreaming.
He said he was feeling froggy today. He's got a good feeling about this one. Let's see where that good feeling puts him on the board. A solid 17th. Solid 17th there.
Tried so hard to play it cool. Took your hand and took your name. And I said, would you come and make your own with me? Would you come and make your home with me? And I'm feeling like every single part of me is beating. My chest, my bones, my mind. Now I'm dreaming with every breath I breathe. And would you come and make your own with me? Come and make your own with me.
6th place there for Downing.
Now you made your home with me.
Looks like everybody's got it out, the checkered flag waving, and we are just about ready to get this road on the show. They'll take a lap behind the pace car and get going. Scott Rickard, Ross Tatum gonna line it up front and get us going here tonight. In that 2nd row, Kyle McCoy and Tegan Dano. Westwood and Downing in row 3. Back in row 4, Bustler and Trowbridge. Got Cody McFadden and Jonathan Woods back in row 5. Back in row 6, Jason Crackey and Taylor Gentry. Ryan Stillwell and Christopher Wade in the 7th row. Back in row 8, KT McCann and Dave Hunt. Randy Cornwell and Wyatt Reckham Roberts back in row 9. In row 10, Dan Stevens and Byrone, old Byron McDonald. And in that row 11, Evan Ethel and Joshua Altice. That's the soft J. We'll see who's able to pull it out, get it underway here. We got 100 laps coming your way tonight. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you are as well. Who do you think's going to get it? Who's going to be the cream of the crop here today? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Here we go. These guys pulling off, getting ready to go. Kyle's paint looking terrible. Ruined a good one. Here we go. They take that first green flag of the night, and they keep it steady here into one. Tatum on that top side falling back a bit. Kyle McCoy in the 7 going to take advantage of that. The 51 of Tegan Daniel pushing hard. Pushing hard, trying to get to the outside there, the 21 machine. Ross going to work down to that low end. The 51 going to stick up top. There goes the 7. Tires going to be a big issue here tonight. You don't want to rip through them too quick here. Still side-by-side action between Tatum and Tegan. Taking up on that top side. 21 below. We got our first wreck of the day. What do you say? Let's see what happened. Dave Hunt, the 67. Oh, the 54. Oh, crack daddy. What happened to old Cracky there? Oh, looks like it could have been a Stillwell issue. We keep finding a culprit the farther we go back here. Let's see. Stillwell comes up, gives him the bump, double up, bump, bump, triple bump for Stillwell. Cracky into the fence. That's a roughing. That's a roughing. Whoopsie. Lap 3 of 100. That could be a sight for what we got going here tonight. We'll see. Can they get it going? Can they keep it steady here after this first yellow? Stillwell trying to say that wasn't him. Still, buddy, that was you. That was you. Why not, Cracky, is the better question. Why not? Why wouldn't everybody go 3 wide on turn 1? going back to the green flag action here when they hit the line. The line. Here we go. Pace truck is off. We're about to be on it. Green flag is out. Taking Daniel, going up to that top side, still working it. Still trying to get that pushing. 92 down the low side of the 74 and Trowbridge up top. Daniel doesn't seem too happy there. 87 just loops him. That's Joshua Altice. Just gives him the chrome horn. See ya, Daniel. That's what he says. Warning for the language. This is going to be fun. This is going to be real fun. Phil's going to be busy today. Phil's towing. Huge shout out to them for supporting the league so long here. This is going to be good.
Yeah, I'm only at 18.
18 flat.
Yeah, that's topping off
18.06. I got a little more. That's an extra lap right there.
You got 10.
0.6 is not a lap though. Here,
It is.
it?
It
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm asking them.
For me.
About 0.4
Oh,
I
okay.
think. It's about 0.4.
Okay, I wasn't sure what it was. 0.5 a lap, and you run out.
Make sure your tires are unchecked, guys.
Oh yeah, they are.
You save
Sean
it, man.
Jr., I hope you got an explicit content on tonight's broadcast. Yes.
He said he would like to be shown the flat. That's all I'll say, and I'll leave it at that.
Oh.
You guys have a good one.
There was a hazy day downtown LA when I met her on an elevator on this way. Up to the hotel room of my fiancé. But I never made it there, cause she come tearing through my life like a tornado, coming on hotter than a big potato. She spin me around and see you later. Wanna hate her, but I love her instead. We caught the red eye to Dubai.
Still got a couple to go here before we get back to the green flag action.
In general, I was a sensible guy. But that guy died when she come tearing through my life like a tornado, coming on hotter than a big potato. She spin me around and see you later. Wanna hate her, but I love her instead. Go. Well, I lost my job and all of my money.
God, here he is. I forgot he can hear us.
Just say that unmuted.
Damn, a big little cock bitch.
These guys getting ready to go. I don't know what Kyle was talking about there. I do apologize. I completely apologize about whatever Kyle was just talking about there. That's what happens. You jump into the race chat with them, especially during a yellow flag. There they go. Green flag back out underway. These guys already chucking it in there. 51 Adeno out in the head there. Going to push away from these guys. You got the 42 of Wyatt coming through here as well. Up into fourth place. Down on the low side of the 53 machine of Mr. Gentry. The 87 Altice climbing back through the field here. Climbing through, not back through, climbing through it. These guys, they look aggressive today. They look aggressive. It's like they went to cheer camp. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. They are. Still no idea what Kyle was talking about during that caution. Can't apologize enough. '87 machine, he's pushing it, trying to get around that 53 as well as the 42, as those guys going side by side with it now. Some good old action when they get going. They get this the nice green flag stint. 8 machine gonna pull up ahead of the 92. Kyle looking back down to the low end. Still got Rickard coming up behind him. Some of those guys took the opportunity to hit that last time. It really looks like the top 5 were the ones that chose not to. See how that plays out in their strategy here. Good solid run out in the front. Trowbridge taking, trying to get him on that top side. Taking on the low end. Looks like he's going to be able to pull that off for now. I do think later on in the run you'll see that line really start moving up. 74 going to throw it in there, gets it. And he is now your new leader. That's some lap traffic up there. That'll get you good and spooked here early in this one. On the backside there, Mr. Trowbridge. 8 machine of Byron back up to that top side. The 05 of Rickard working under him. Altice getting around that 92 of Westwood. See how long these guys can keep these tires at bay. Cody McFadden may have gotten up into the wall there a moment. he didn't touch it. He got awfully close. And that's part of the big battle here today, trying to just keep it safe, keep it steady out of that wall on the exits. Trowbridge still right up there in front, not able to really advance much just yet, but he's got the clean air. He's got his line. We'll see if he can start to put a little more gap there on Tegan. Meanwhile, battle between Scott Rickard and Cody McFadden. Cody in that 64 machine down the low side. Rickard working around here, trying to get to the low side of that 87. He's gonna take it all the way down on the apron. That always spooks me there. That gets me a little scared. It's a little loose down there. A little sketchy. A little hairy at times. These guys keeping it nice and steady at the moment. The 8 machine coming off that exit a little bit worrisome. 10 trying to get around that 22 machine now. Cornwell trying to hold out in front of Bustler. He's able to keep it out there at the moment. Down and back here with the 57 machine. All ties now has a little competition from the 8 of Byron McDonald down on the low end. 22 of Cornwell looks like he's trying to make a run up through there as well. That one down to Georgia. His name was Randy Cornwell. In a bind, he was way behind. He was willing to make a spell. He was kind of a witch too. Just about a quarter of the way through this one. Joshua Altice pulling away from that pack behind him for now. We'll see how quick they're able to come up to that backside. Trowbridge falling back. He's back into 8th place now. Starting to see some of these tires fall off. '22 got a little company here from Will Bustler in the 10 machine. Bustler able to get around the 22 of Cornwell. Now the 8 machine of Byron McDonald going to try to take down that low side of Joshua Altice. Not able to pull him yet. You can definitely start to see some wear on these tires. Definitely starting to see some wear on these tires here. Oh, baby. Cody McFadden and Kyle getting into it a bit. Cody says, "You good? You good?" See Kyle down there on that low end. They're battling out. Ahead of him as well. That's Scott Rickard and Taylor Gentry. Guys coming off the corners here. Starting to lose some power in that corner. Tires definitely starting to become a factor. See him battling behind Jonathan Woods here. Bossler, Tatum, Trowbridge, Wade, Altice, Byron McDonald, Dan Stevens all in this little pack right here. Start to get themselves spread out a little bit at least. Don't want to be too cooped up there. 21 of Tatum working below that 3-1 of Christopher Wade now. Battle for 12. This is a battle for the front between Tegan Daniel and the 7 of Kyle McCoy. Bustler and Wade going at it behind Jonathan Woods. Oh, Jonathan Woods gets a little loose there. Ross Tatum pulling back up to the 10 machine of his teammate Will Bustler. Jonathan Woods trying to close up that gap between himself and the 22 of Randy Cornwell now. He gets a good exit off the corner. Gets himself a nice little run. He pulls the backside there, the 22. Meanwhile, out ahead of these guys, Downing working on this pack. He's got Gentry. He's looking at Westwood now. Getting a good run here at the line. They're going 3 wide now. Downing's going to pull out ahead of the 64 of McFadden. Now he's side by side with his teammate, the 92, Kyle Westwood. Downing into the wall just a bit there. Oh, Kyle doing Kyle things there, getting loose off the corner. And about taking out a good portion of that field right there. Here we'll hold on to it at least at the moment now. Looks like the 22 getting antsy behind them. Whoa! They swerve in at each other. Hold off. No contact made. Cornwell going to dip down below that 92. Is going to go 3 wide now. See what Dose has. Whoa, Jonathan Woods off the corner, getting a little swirly. Taylor and Wade go at it there. Taylor floating up a bit. Definitely, like I said before, see the big difference in these tires from the beginning. Jensen's got a handful right now, it looks like. He's got a virtual handful. Tries to hold on to that 53 machine. Keeping it out of the wall. Keeping it out of the wall. The 22 of Cornwell. Going down to the low end here of Gentry. Tatum below him now as well. See Tatum gives him a good run for his money. Definitely starting to see some guys getting a little wobbly, a little weebly. 60 laps remaining. Solid run these guys got going. Good groove. They're in now. Tatum and Cornwell going to go side by side here through the corner. Bostler catching the backside here as well. Cornwell going to try to take to the top side of the 10 machine here. I would imagine these guys, once they get to that halfway point, going to hop on in. See what they're able to make work here. Awfully close on fuel. Cornwell falls back to the 10, right behind him in the meantime. Westwood, Gentry, and Woods, the three of them going at it. Poor Cracky because of old Reckwell back in 18. Old Reckwell's trying to say it wasn't him. You still well. No net code required. The first bump might have been net code, but the second bump wasn't. The third bump wasn't. Old poor Cracky trying to pull back from 18 laps down. He had a rocket ship tonight. Was ready for his second win. And boom, just take it away from him. Woods and Gentry going at it here, lap 47 of 100. There's Cracky. There's that rocket ship. 53 down to the low end. You got a little sideways. A little slide in a step there. Nice and steady. Trying to work on the backside here of Bustler. Westwood trying to pull up to those guys there as well as we close in, creep in there to that halfway point. Guys getting a little spread out here. See if the pit stop. There they go. Wyatt gonna be the first one to call it out. This pit stop should make things a little more interesting. Maybe get them bunched back together for a moment. More life in their tires. We'll give it a little attack. See who's able to work it all out here, get the strategy right. Right now, Scott Rickard out in the front. Kyle McCoy going to bring it on down this time by. This is for Wade Ross Tatum. Trying to make a little dance happen. Reckwell bringing it in. Oh, Tatum misses the pits. I think he's going to get an unsafe pit entry there. Bustler out in front. Jonathan Woods behind him. So you're going to see a mix of cars with fresh tires. Some guys that have been out for a little longer. There goes Bustler in the pits here. Tegan coming out, last pitting on that 51st lap, the number of the car. Right at that halfway point. Stillwell not for position here. Stillwell does get around there. They got Stevens in front of them. 40 laps remain. Let's see what else we got cooking on the track. Randy Cornwell running by himself. Scott Ricker trying to catch that 3 and 1. See what old Byron's got. He's got Wade the next in line there. 92 of Westwood and Christopher Wade in the 311 going at it. Side by side. Got here is Kyle Westwood trying to pull up behind the 3-1 of Wade. Got the 05 behind him. Rickard's trying to make a lap back here. Taking the leader, got Dan the 57 machine out in front of him. Coming around, it'll be lap 67 of 100. Machine and 64 going at it, trying to catch that 53 of Taylor Gentry. I believe it may be Yentry, it's silent G. He is a G. Next time by, we're looking at lap 70. Bossler trying to make a move on McFadden. Byron right in that mix as well. Altai's just right out ahead of him. He's falling back. Cody McFadden catches him. He's down to the low end. The 64 McFadden trying to work around that 87 machine. There goes the 10 to the low end as well. 10 to the low end. It's a 10 to the low end. Jonathan Woods down to that low side now as well. To the low end. Woods trying to pull up. Gentry to the low side of all Tice. 87, pitting. Ricker's still trying to get that lap back. Kyle McCoy getting around that 95 there. Clear air to the second place now. The 88, Chris Downing, taking Daniel ahead of him by just about 4 seconds. Right under that 4-second mark. We got 26 laps remaining. What a run it has been. Let's see if anybody... See, that 88 machine can catch him now. He's slowly getting that backside. Slowly. Downing's just got a little fresher tires, just by a few laps, not by much. Taking some more time off of there. Kyle McCoy, however, really getting it done. Let's take a lap around with McCoy. Tries to chase down Downing. Less than a second now between those two. And Downing's closed that gap up in the front to about 3. Still closing the gap. The gap has extended. No, it has not. Just a little less for Tegan. Out in the front. We'll take a look from that backside. Can you see it? You can see those two. They're there. Let's see what else is happening throughout the track here. Joshua Altice. Jonathan Woods. $16 laps to go. Good run here with 14 laps left. Westwood is normal, just sitting right outside of the interview location. That's how we like it. That's how we like it. Downing still closing that gap. Who's taking got out in front of him? Old Dan. Old Dan the man. Could he make a whole change here? Could he throw a little curveball out to the crowd? We'll see. Don't go that down, Dan. Tegan's hoping he doesn't catch him. He's hoping and praying and wishing and hoping. Yeah, I used hoping twice. Westwood not doing any better. He's actually falling back, thankfully. Hopefully Bustler can catch him. Tegan's going to cross the line. There'll be 11 to go. Bustler does catch that 92 machine. No! Bustler shoots it up top there. I thought he was going to get into the wall. Kind of got me a little scared there. I think he tried to get into Kyle's head. 10 machine now down to the low end. Send him, Will. Send him. For anything he's ever done to you, and I know he's done something. Westwood going to get past with the 10 machine. He's falling back in the field. Normal Westwood things. Normal Westwood things here. Ten to go. 10 laps remain here. McCoy catches Downing. In the midst of all that. And around he goes for second place. Those tires. See if the 57 holds up the 51 enough Kyle to make a run here. I think Tegan needs a little bit of draft. Daniel was going to give it to him. He said, you just stay where you are. You just stay right where you are. That's what he's doing right now. The 57 holding steady. See if the 51 Daniel Sweet Tea coming in for a win here. Can he finish it off? 7 to go at the line. Still rolling behind that 57 machine. Downing, not letting McCoy get too far ahead here. Daniel calling for Timmy to get that yellow out. Throw that yellow. Throw that yellow. Throw it yellow. McCoy looking to the top side here. And the 7 looks like he's going to have it. Working right around that 51 machine. Taking Daniel, going to fall back into second place now. Can he fire back off and give him a run here with 4 laps to go? I don't think Daniel's got the fuel. Downing works around him. I think Wade got loose from the exit there. Definitely trying to fuel save here. McCoy gets around the 57, put him a lap down. Take the white flag this time by. Putt kicker gamer 2. Immerse yourself in the game. Feel what you've been missing. Daniel, please give me the spot before the start finish. Please give me the spot. Here we go with a 51. Trying to hold off the 10, but he's not going to have it on the exit of the turn. Will Bustler gonna pull out ahead of taking Daniel. Just not enough there for Daniel. What a run at the end. I think McCoy let him around. My goodness. We'll talk to these guys. We'll see what they got to say. Talk to me. Tell me your name. I don't know how he made it that far. Randy says old tagging. Old Randy. Old Randy. Old Randog. Mr. Bustler, you got a copy.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Oh, just fantastic. Yourself?
Doing all right after that.
What a run there. You're able to hunt him down at the end. Daniel, not able to keep the fuel in it, but you, sir, you did. You got it done. Run us through that one.
Yeah, man. It was a hell of a race. A couple of those cautions early on kind of took some strategy. We came in to get some fuel just to kind of balance everything out. After that first green flag stop, I just kind of hung behind Cody for a little bit. I knew I was going to be faster than him eventually. So it was just kind of managing the tires, worked my way up past Cody, got up to Kyle, got past him. I think everybody just kind of burned their stuff up running the high line. I kind of stuck to the bottom, just kind of saved as much as I could. And hey, I'll take third place in the playoffs. That's huge.
Absolutely a great run here tonight, getting those points when you need them, here when it counts. Well, Bustler, who do you want to thank for getting it done?
Hey, man, appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, Checkers and Wreckers. Hell of a job as always. We appreciate everything that you do. The league, thanks for everybody who put on. Thanks for everybody who's watching. Thank my team. Ross had a bit of an unfortunate circumstance early in the race. Take Woods, KT. Hell of a finish for Woods there. But thank you for everybody. We appreciate it.
Great job done to you. Congrats. We'll see what you got here in the final coming weeks of the season.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. Have a good one.
You as well. We'll move into the second place finisher now, Mr. Christopher Downing. Christopher, where are we at? Here we are. We'll talk to him. Mr. Christopher, you got a copy? Mr. Christopher, do you have a copy? Oh, we pulled Kyle up here again. Not a winner. Not a winner, chicken dinner. Whoopsie. Wrong person. We'll get him up here. Maybe, my goodness. There we go. You got a copy, sir. Hello. Hello. He went for a smoke. Move in. We'll talk to the winner. We'll see what he's got to say. There you are. You back got passed up there.
Yeah, I could hear you, but apparently you couldn't hear me.
No, I thought you went out for a smoke. What a run there. Yeah, it looked like you were going to finish third, but Tegan not able to save fuel. Were you back there saving yourself?
No, me and a bunch of other guys pitted on that first caution. Actually, both the first two cautions, and because we knew you couldn't make it on one stop unless you pitted early or had a couple cautions. So I was saving at the beginning, but that last run, I knew Tegan was a lap short, and I pretty much knew I was racing McCoy, and I just used my tires up too much, and I didn't have a right rear tire left at the end, so McCoy got around me there. But that was a good race though. He did a great job.
That was a nice run there at the end. His tires seem to be a huge issue here today, and it really started to spread out. And at that point, that's when you probably realize that your tires are a little shot. Am I correct?
Yeah, this was a completely different Kansas race than we're used to. Usually the top's where you want to run, but at least early in the run, it was a little too loose for me up top. I was comfortable on the bottom, and then I think that might have been what hurt me on that second run. I tried going to the top when I see McCoy go to the top and start catching me, and my right rear tire didn't like it. But yeah, that was definitely fun though. It was interesting. It was different. So usually, like I said, Kansas, you're right up against the wall, but it was good to have multiple lines and strategies and stuff going on.
It was absolutely a phenomenal run there. A good one done, and second place finish. Gonna give you some good points here for the playoffs. Who do you want to thank for getting it done?
Oh, gotta thank you, Checkers and Records, everything you guys do. Gotta thank BW Sports One, Phil's Towing for sponsoring the league, and gotta thank mainly Money Pits and Rich, everything those guys do, and thank everybody else for tuning in.
Great job. Congrats to you, sir.
Thank you.
And we'll see the winner now. We'll see what he's got to say about his run here today. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I gotcha.
A solid run out there today. You find yourself in the winner's circle after some guys weren't able to save tires. The others weren't able to save fuel. You able to save them both. Run us through that.
Yeah. I don't know how. I was about a lap to the good, and I just started pushing at the end, and it didn't go down any further than that. So we got kind of lucky, just saved just enough. I had a couple cautions there at the beginning that I wasn't sure if staying out was the right call, but we just barely made it. So yeah, it was hard to let Chris go by me, but I knew tire was gonna matter there at the end of that run. So fun stuff.
Tires were an absolutely huge issue here today come the long run that we were able to get. And man, you got it done. Congrats to you again. Putting some fine points into that playoff run, and we'll see it come down. It's going to be a doozy here. Come to the finish. Who do you want to thank for getting it done, man?
Yeah, thanks to my teammates over here. Appreciate everybody checking it out. I think we had a couple watchers out there, so thanks to those guys for watching. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm glad we got the win out of the way here to get through this round because my first race wasn't so good. So I'll take the W, and we'll move on to Texas, I think. So fun stuff. Thanks for putting this thing on.
Looking forward to it. Congrats to you, sir.
Appreciate it, man.
You got it. And that's all we got for you guys here tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in to CWTV.